What is up, guys? This is the Vice Dude, and I'm doing a unboxing of a new controller for my Xbox and for my PC, mainly for my PC because I broke my other one. This is the GameStop Xbox 360 wired controller, and it is actually officiated and licensed by Xbox. So yeah, this is the GameStop one. You can see I have $24.90. So I'd say for this price, hey, why not? It's a little shaped differently than an Xbox 360 controller. I'll do a comparison of that in this video. And so, yeah, I got a black one. There was only one black one. There was a bunch of white ones, which was a shock. And it's not like glossy. Well, it doesn't look. It looks more like the matte one that came with the Elite. See, it's officially licensed. Good focus. And yeah, there is a warranty, so if it doesn't work or something's wrong with it. And system protection guaranteed by GameStop. So. No, this looks legit. So I just picked this up at GameStop because another controller. See how it's braided right there. I had a Logitech controller for my PC. I have to play, like, how do I explain this? GTA and other race car games like Need for Speed. But it was not braided at this end, and it, like, the cord went bad because I was wrapping it around the cord because it was too long when I didn't need to play with it. So yeah, and then it, like, split apart, like one of the wires split apart, so I was like, I could fix that, because I've been wanting an Xbox controller, and I didn't know what kind to get. I didn't know if I should get official Xbox one, which was like almost, it was like 35, almost 40. Most of the controllers like 35. This and the Rock Candy controller were like 24 or 25, so, you know, both. You know, so I didn't want the Rock Candy because I didn't want the feel of, like, the thumbsticks, but because they're like plastic, so I got this. And for how much I paid for it, it's pretty good. And then I was going to go with an Xbox 360 or Xbox One controller, and that one costed $60. So I was like, that's not worth it. And I was going to go with, like, an A series or a mini series controller, or what do you call that? Power A controller, a mini series one, and that one was, I don't know if that works with PC. I think it does, but like some people were saying it wasn't good and it wasn't worth it. With $35, and I was going to A series or Power A, like I don't know, it's a bigger controller, and they have another one, and then the Spectrum or something like that. And I didn't want that because I didn't know they worked with PC, and I knew this one did because, you know, it's official. And if it's official, like, if it says official, that means whatever the support for the Xbox 360 controller is, like the wired version of this, it's supported with this. So there's new drivers then. Our drivers work for this. So yeah. I'm done rambling, because I ramble too much. Oh yeah, look, so, yeah. Comes in pretty quick, actually. So you know what? Let's use my trusty scissors. Yeah, don't trust me with sharp objects. Oh, I don't think I need. Do I? Oh, yeah, I do. Hurt. I'm like, you seriously can't not put tape on this. Great. Oh, well, great. Top tape part came off. Oh. This box is like, you know what? I'm not judging this as hard as I'm gonna because it's only $25. For $25, now if you don't know what a Rock Candy controller is, you can get for $25. Those are the only other controllers that I know you can get for $25. Like an official Xbox wired controller is like $35. But like, I don't know. I just don't like the neon colored. I don't like pink, so along with pink, I just don't prefer to use pink. Yeah. So let's see. Let's pull this out. Yeah, if you can see, I'm just jiggling it out. I'm great. I'm great with stuff. There's a box. What do I say to this? Oh, actually, I'm going to take... Oh, the controller's bigger than I thought, actually, to be honest. That's all that's, you know, that orange thing. And this. Wired controller. What is this? A guide on how to use it, because it is a guide on how to use it. Oh wow, it is instructions, great. So what I'm going to do is not care about what you have to say. Just orange that back in there so it doesn't make much of a mess. Stuck it in backwards. But you know, whatever can make less of a mess in my room, the better. The better. So you know what? That can go away now. So here we go. So this, I'm not going to fold it. So this has, if you remember the original Xbox, these. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Sorry, my PC screen was on and I was like, the light's gonna get in my... Let's see. Feels like an Xbox controller. This middle thing, it doesn't stick out as much. Like the inside logo is inside. Kind of like comes out on the top, but like the logo part doesn't. It's like, see, you can see it right there. That says GameStop, and that's... I like how it feels like all light, you know. The full port just has that. one. So you can't use the wired. This isn't like... I like how it's not glossy, it's matte. Like, it's like matte finish, like it's part of the controller. I like that, so you know. It feels like a normal Xbox controller. But I'll come back and show you, set this up on PC. Okay, so what is up, guys? I'm back in my PC. So what I did is I took the controller, I literally just plugged it into USB right there. You don't know, the end cord is a USB. If you don't have USB, then think about a new computer, or question the computer from where you got it from. Unless you built it, then question the manufacturer of the... Sorry, I'm trying to get my beach has to be straight again. So anyway, so when I plugged it in, I'll show you the program. I had this program, but like I was trying to get another controller to work. So it's called... Is it not in here? I actually don't know what it's called. It's called Microsoft Xbox 360 Accessory Status. It tells you your control's connected. So to get that, all you do is you go, and this works for the, I believe it works for the Xbox One, because controllers. 360. Whatever, I'll leave this link in the description. So yeah, that'll be there. But you usually go here, select an operating system. Just like, if you have like Windows 10 or Windows 8, just select 4-bit and click download. Download, you just go through the installer. Open it, and it'll do. And all you do is you go into the program. And this allows it, so if you have another controller, it'll connect it and then have the second one, so you know which one's which. And see if the microcontroller is. So yeah, at the end of this video, I will make a comparison on my old controller, PC controller, and an Xbox wireless controller. It's more like an original controller because it is an original Microsoft official controller. But this one, I actually like the size. You know, if you have small hands, it makes it so that it feels like a normal controller, I guess, or normal size, so it's not too big. And if you have big hands, it makes it feel like If you have super big hands, this might be too small. But if you have like normal hands like me, I guess I don't know what normal, but yeah, it's kind of. So once you have this, you X, and I'm going to device manager. Oh, okay. Oh. And you can tell since I have that, I recommend just getting that program first. Xbox 360 Peripheral just worked. So okay, so we'll first test it, but not the Microsoft Store. Steam. So I'm going to big picture. That's not what I meant. That's great. Me don't know how to, so here's the controller, so let's see if I can get the controller frame. Works. Okay, the middle button doesn't do anything, but it works, see, there's that. Look. Works. So there is, time to use it with my hands. Let's see, what can we do? We can go to library, games, filter, controller supported, yeah, I will test for you guys. So yeah, it works. Call of Duty Ghost Mode 2. This is one of the games that actually did not work with my other controller, so it works with this. I would be amazed. My GTA, I was just using it for GTA and race car games. So launch, I would show you on GTA, but you know, GTA is like playing a simulator of loading, so. But I like to feel this controller. I mean, there's another one I mean, but would you like to switch the gamepad? Yeah. Hey, it works. That works. I didn't do anything like the other one. I didn't even recognize I had a gamepad. Just don't ask me why there's only Call of Duty I actually have on PC. I actually bought this new, so the layout's besides the point. Doing that, I will just enjoy. Sound. Let's see how well I can get this in. So let's see how well I can get this in frame to show you that I'm using this. Actually, I like it compared to next. And I like how it's not glossy like there. It's not glossy. Yeah, I'll show you. And there, it's not glossy like the triggers and stuff on the back of it. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that doesn't kill it. I mean, it just kills it when it's more like matte finish. It looks like an Elite controller, like I said. It's loading. So let's see how I'm going to do this. What I was saying. Which load out? See, I don't know the controls. I don't know the controls of this. If I remember calling these controls, it works. See? Oh. No crap. Jump. It works, guys. So yeah, since this works, I might put in a clip of GTA when I actually do play GTA and it loads. So I don't make you wait for that. Okay, so I turned off my computer so it's not as loud. So anyway, so here's the Xbox controller that I got, the USB. So here's my old one. Yes, at first glance it looks like a PlayStation controller. It actually works with a PlayStation 3, which I don't know why it does. It's kind of funny. It didn't work with an Xbox, but it worked with a PlayStation. Because it looks more like one and acts more like one. But, like, it's a PC controller, but I don't know. But, like, it's missing, like, see, it says, like, Logitech right there. It's missing the home button. It has this other weird button. Watch, let me unravel it to show you. Oh, hey, I dropped it. Great. So here it is. And the cord is, like, really flimsy, see? It's, like, all bent. And don't ask me, I think it was the way I wrapped it around the controller. I don't have to do it this one, but it's like it's pretty much a PlayStation controller, but like it's not DualShock, so it's like, I don't know. Explain it because I don't use a PlayStation. These just don't feel as flimsy though, to be honest. But yeah, this is what I was using. It has, like, these actually work. Like, if you imagine these are PlayStation buttons, they work. The only thing it doesn't do is has a PlayStation headset plug-in. I don't know how that works, actually, to be honest. And has, this cord's getting really great. See how it's like flimsy. And it has like the PlayStation button on top, which is just a Logitech non-touchable button. And it has this button which inverts this. So like whatever you can do on this, you can do on this, and whatever you can do on this, you can do on this. So pretty much what I'm saying is this inverts. So the light's on. Whatever the D-pad does, like, so say it was mapped for the D-pad, it'll be mapped for this. Whatever this does, it will be mapped for this. Now when you press it out, whatever is made for D-pad is made for D-pad. Now I liked it. And these didn't actually have triggers. It had more buttons, shoulder buttons, and triggers. They're actually not triggers, they're like buttons. So that's what I liked about them, they're like buttons. There's a more premium wireless version of this. Haven't seen it yet. That, and because they didn't seem like they were gonna break, you know, they were just buttons, you know, they weren't like. And this is what I was using. And it had support for most every game except like a couple, like Driver San Francisco. Call of Duty was one that it totally did not support. If you saw the clip before, this controller supported that. And what else didn't it support? I was playing. What did I try it on? The Crew. The Crew works. So yeah, I'm kind of happy to get out of the feel because I'm not used to the feel of like a controller like this. But I mean, like, it wasn't bad for what I was using. Honestly, the D-pad was just as bad as most people say the Xbox One is. But, you know, I use this for GTA the most and, like, race car games, like any Need for Speed game. But, like, what happened is, I guess I wrapped the cord wrong. If you can tell. Well, you can tell because it's broken right there. But what happened is, if I can show you, there's a white cable in there somewhere. And, it, like, whoa. That didn't work. But, it, like, came apart, so it's not wired together. Like, I could rewire it and then it would work again. Don't care enough to fix it. Because I've had this since like 2008, since GTA San Andreas era. This is what I used to use, like for my old Vista Toshiba laptop back in the days, with Vista. So I thought it was cool, minus all the bugs and stuff, you know, people were complaining about. Because I didn't know that was a big complaint, because, you know, I didn't keep up with that kind of stuff back in 2008. But, you know, this controller was what I used. I was like, hey, can I get a PC controller with it when I bought San Andreas? And he's like, sure. And then this is what happened. And I came out with this, so, you know, it wasn't something I was used to, got used. Then, like, I stopped using it for a while, and then I had to get used to it again. I mean, the buttons are pretty nice, but it doesn't have, like, vibration or whatever you call it, rumble in the thing, so when it thinks it just doesn't feel anything, so, yeah. Not a bad controller, and it has, like, these grippy pads on the side, which helps you to touch the controller, hold it on both sides. So there's that. Toss that over there. You can tell right here. Oh, look, an Xbox controller. So I'll show you main differences. So if you can tell, this actually like pops out, like you can feel it, like it's. Well, this is one. This is the. Yeah, this is. I think this is the original one. I have 4 controllers. One is a not actually like a controller, it's a modded controller, which I used to use back in the day for Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm a noob. I have a modded controller. It's not like an Xbox. Started the Datel Turbo Fire 2. Datel Turbo Fire 2, you know, that's what I used. And I just used it for fun, because giggles, because people are like, you're a hacker. Yeah, there's that. I won't turn on my Xbox. My Xbox isn't anywhere near, but yeah. It's more like on top, and this one's more like embedded, like it's just like a dome. How do I explain this? Like you can feel the top of it, but like the Xbox logo is like inside that thing. Like it's like, you know, like those bottles you get, or like those cups you get, right? And they're made out of that material, and you're like, there's water in there, right? Or like it's like fake beer, right, on the side, but really there's nothing in it. But like it's on the, yeah, it's like that kind of. Like there's something in it, but like if you tip it, nothing will happen. And this one I've noticed, I don't think the Xbox logo is like straight. Because if you watch it, it's straight. Right there. It's not straight. I think it's tilted like this way. Like, it's more tilted that way, which not that bad. Turn off, but you know, I just noticed that. The D-pads pretty much feel exactly the same. You know, coming aside that the buttons, like the joystick, are gray on this, which I think is cooler than. It's more like an Elite controller, kind of, to be honest. And yeah, so yeah, and then you can tell the buttons up here, start and back, up there. But these ones are like little. How do I explain? Like almost in the same place, but they're on top. It has like this weird curve on the top, and it's like, I don't know, they're like flat little buttons compared to like these circle ones, to be honest. And they get dirty. Like my white controller, oh my gosh, that's the one I use the most. But these pads are strange. Like these ones, they feel almost about the same. These triggers. The difference is, if you can tell, the finger, like, you know, like finger indentions in here, you can feel it, feel more promising on this one, but they're more noticeable on this one. Like, because this one is like that slight little, you know, I can feel it. It's more noticeable on this right one. On both of these, they're like noticeable, and you can feel like the ring on this controller compared to this one. On this controller, so. And on the A, B, X, and Y. Compared to this controller. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if it's because this one's used, but they feel more click. They're more clickier. Xbox controller. Wired one. of like an echoey sound. This one's more of like a non-echoey sound. To be honest, I like the way these buttons feel compared to these ones. But they're both not bad. They're like, you know, doesn't turn off from any which way. It's just, you can tell these ones just feel more full. And then the bumpers in the back. And the triggers. The triggers feel like more tight on these ones. Like, more, I don't know how to explain it, like, more like you tighten them more. And these ones feel more loose. But like, not like loose and where, oh, it's going to fall off. More like, it's not as stiff, you know. It's not as hard to press. But they're not as bad, you know, they're not bad on either one. But I like the more, how it feels, like, this one's more tighter. But like, this one's easier, I can see if you're like somebody who, like, how do I explain them? Like, if you're like one of those people that just a lighter, but it's not like bad, like where it's like, oh my gosh, this is so loose. No, the bumpers, clicky. This is new, so it's gonna be clicky. These ones won't be clicky, but well, this one is. But that's why I don't think it's my one that came with my Xbox. But this one's not clicky because they go bad, and I'm expecting these ones too. So I'm pretty sure they feel bad. These ones are more clicky. Like, to be honest, all the buttons on this are more clicky and more like echoey sounding than these ones. Like, these ones you can feel the click, but they're not as like noisy, you know. This one I'm not pushing hard. This one I pushed hard. See, I'm pushing it hard. And then on the back of this, you get whatever this is for. I think that's for your memory slot, and you get their Wi-Fi or your wireless dongle to connect to your different Xboxes. Push that, and you can sync it. It doesn't have that. This has that, just one. That's the whole thing for the old original headset, so you can, like, this works with Turtle Beaches really well, because that's all they take. But this one works with everything else. Turtle Beaches, everything. And the weight, oh my gosh, like, even this has a wire, I think it's worth it. And this has like the Xbox GameStop logo, and you know. But the weight, like this with the battery pack, even without the battery pack, this is still heavier for, I don't know, it feels like heavier on this bottom side for some unknown reason. Like, they're just heavier. So yeah, on a lighter controller, there you go. And then this battery pack just makes it more heavy. I mean, kind of, you can't tell the weight distribution, but when you take off the battery, oh my gosh. And then what I was talking about, the glossiness, see how there it's not glossy? Look here, it's glossy. And I don't like that, you know. You don't touch it. And the triggers, and these are glossy. On the back, maybe not as bad, but you know. These are like way more glossy, and like, look. When I was doing it like this, look. Look, it's like matte finish, like whatever this controller's made out of. It's the rest of the controller is. And yeah, for looks, this one looks so, oh my gosh, a lot better with the glossiness. But I mean, like, it gets fingerprint and smudges, so you know, I think it doesn't. It's not as bad, you know. It's like, I think it's better, you know, when you don't have to worry about it, and you can see more of the, like, where it's connected, you know. This one, it just makes it seem more fluid. You know, it makes it seem like, oh, that's supposed to be like that, and all the Forza's, but whatever, you know, and you just hold it there, and you're just like, oh, my thumb doesn't feel like it wants to rest there, but then this one's just like, oh, it's comfortable, you know, it's like, it's not going to slip when you're holding it, like, I don't know. You know, you won't drop it because of where they've placed the gloss, which is really nice. They've done a good job at it, but I just think, I don't know, it just makes it more dirty, you know. More places for dirt to get in, and it kind of shows somewhat. I don't know if it shows on this camera. There's dirt all over. Those are. you go, guys. There's the unboxing and somewhat what I think about this controller compared to my old one and my Xbox 360 controller. Let's get this one in frame. So yeah, there's what I think compared to my Xbox 360 controller, my wireless one, my PC controller that I used to use, and the new GameStop one. So yeah, if you guys are really in the market for a new gaming controller, you want one for your Xbox, and you want one for your PC, I really think about checking this out at GameStop. It's only like $24.99. And it's worth it, even if it has a wire. Like, you don't need to replace the batteries or anything, and the wire is pretty long, if you can tell. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Comment, rate, and subscribe.